Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another week of USS Summer Swiss Stage. We've got a couple of good games ahead of us here tonight on the main channel. We've got a couple of games over on the second channel as well. So if you guys do get a moment, make sure to go check those out as well. But before we do get on with the show tonight, I'm Kyoya. I'll be one of your casters for today, and I'm joined here in the booth with Frankie. Frankie, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just been doing nothing all day. Just peak Sunday.
Typical, yeah. Peak Sunday, peak Sunday. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. But before we do, we've got a little bit of time to talk about what we're going to see tonight. First up, we do have obviously Doughnotts versus Lancaster Bombers tonight. So that's the first game that we will be showing. Do we have any opinions on any of these players, any of these teams? If we do know them, which I'm pretty sure you do.
Well, Donuts will probably win quite easily. I don't think it'll be like too difficult. It'll be a Lazaria from both teams, if I had to guess. Big game, I might try the Ram again. I don't know. But I
Cool.
think,
Yeah. Got any more?
yeah, I mean, Donuts are a lot more flexible than
Mm.
Lancaster will ever be because they have like three tank players, three DPS players, and then like half of them can play main support as well.
So we're looking to see a very like flexible team going
Yeah,
into today. So that's why I'm glad I've got you here in the booth with me because I know nothing about any of these teams. I know the game to a decent extent, but
yeah,
I know nothing about the scene. So that's why I have a great co-caster here alongside me because
yeah,
I can get all. Did you see details? While I can sit and make the game seem a lot
yeah,
cooler than it may
yeah.
actually be. But let's talk meta a little bit before you have any roster show up. But we've got obviously the new introduction of Shion here. Shion. I'm not super certain on the name
Beyond,
pronunciation
I
of the
think.
character. Shion.
Yeah, I mean, that's like everyone I know says it in game. So,
Okay, fair, fair. But obviously, with that new introduction, are we expecting to see a lot of her be played, or is she
yeah, she's pretty good. She's like
cool?
she's like a flex DPS that has like some hit scan elements. That's what I got told by like players I kind of like, and I like that way of saying it. You'll see her a lot with like Tracer and sometimes with like a Soj.
So a lot more kind of hyper aggressive, lot
Yeah,
divey, kind of just
she's got a lot of mobility with like the bike in her shift, and her
yeah.
right click has a lot of damage. I mean,
Yeah, I did get to play her just a little bit a couple of days ago, and she was a lot of fun. To be fair, I'm typically a tracer player when I do actually end up hopping on the game again, so it was kind of nice to have
yeah,
some sort of semblance of a similarity between those two. So she's a lot of fun, and I did feel like she was quite strong. She did get a nerf before I did end up actually
yeah,
getting
but
to try
she's
her when
still
she first
strong.
released. The execute did get a little bit of a nerf projectile size and a recovery time as well, change on that part, but she still
Um,
feels very good. She still feels very, very strong to use. So we are obviously, as you said, expecting to see that get played a lot. Do you expect it to be using a ban, or do you think bans are going to be placed elsewhere?
Probably elsewhere. I feel like she's a pretty easy character to pick up. So I feel like most teams will be able to play her or like
Mhm.
counter her. I don't think she's that insane. I don't think she's worth the ban. She's not like as strong as banning a Soj off a hit scan player and like making them play a hit scan they're not as comfortable on.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I mean, yeah, as you said, we had a little bit of a prediction out of you there. You think the donuts are going to be taking this one? Do you think it's going to be a three mapper, or is it
So
going to be a 2-0? You think it's going to be 2-0?
yeah, I think it'll be two.
Okay, okay. I like it. I like having a prediction out of the way early. It's a nice little thing to just talk about. But we are going to cut to the rosters here. The rosters are ready. So on the side of Donuts, we've got Kiyu, Insane on the DPS, Chinese Dinos on that tank, and Madzies, our website developer. So we've got a bit of a USS celebrity in the Donuts side, and Dracula on that DPS, or sorry, on that support side. And do you want to take us through the Lancaster Bombers roster?
You have Asian Red and Jotaro. Jotaro is like a really good Vendetta player. He's on most of Lancaster is on a team with Ash, who's from Uni of Edinburgh. They're on a face it team together in advanced, I think, and they're like
Oh,
doing
cool.
okay. Ekaj, I've heard of him. That's all. I I know who Bussy Hunter is, but I don't know like who. It's a person I know, but I don't know which person. And I've
Okay,
looked at
so
his handle.
you're aware of their presence,
Yeah,
but not super sure
first
on
person
who
I've
they
seen
are.
before.
That makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, obviously, as we've had that prediction that Doughnotts are clearly that more a bit more experienced. Maddie's has been about the place as well. She's been a very experienced member of that Doughnotts roster. Lancaster Bombers is one that I'm not super aware of though. I'm not sure on exactly how long all these players have been about, how long these players have been
Quite a
in
bit.
the collegiate scene, but they've been about quite a bit. So I
Yeah.
mean, I'm expecting a good game to be had at least, even if it's a 2-0. I'm kind of still looking forward to see both of these teams face off in our first game of the Swiss stage. But here we are going into our map pool for tonight and the map bans. Do you think there's going to be? Oh, we've already got the Runasapi pick coming out from Lancaster Bombers here, but do you think going forward, any of these maps are going to be picked up by the losing side? Which ones do you expect to see from the losing side
Kings Row, then probably Survaso, if it goes to 3.
if it
I
goes to
think
three?
they'll probably go Sure next because Hybrid's like kind of a slog. It's
Mm,
harder to win Hybrid if you're the worst team. It's easier to win a push or flashpoint. Like winning a cart map, it's a lot harder than the non-cart maps.
yeah, that makes sense. Why do you think that is? Is it just that hybrid becomes a lot more difficult? Like teams, the defensive side can get set up a lot easier, and flashpoint there's just a lot more that can be up in
I
the
don't
air.
I don't know. It's like is like push is like a game of brains. Like if you go back to was it EWC last year? They like TM beat thingy with like no kills just because they like AFK point. Like if you just stand on a point, you kind of just win, even if you're like doing worse in the game.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Just stay steadfast and on that thing. And we are seeing a Shion ban. We are seeing that Shion ban come out from the side of Donuts. Lancaster Bombers opting to ban out that Zarya. What do you think of these bans here?
The Zarya ban is obvious. It's Chinese
Yeah,
dinos. He plays 2 heroes, Zarya, Winston. So you're gonna
cool.
ban the Zarya. I mean, he plays a ram too.
Yeah.
I'll give him the ram. Shion, I guess, yeah. Drac is more the Shion player, and he's on support this game, so I see it.
Mm, mm. So do we expect to see Chinese Dinos on that Winston on Runasapi here, or you
I had to guess,
potentially
so it's probably ram. I don't.
it's probably right?
You don't really play Monkey anymore.
Mm,
It might be the Sig stuff. I think he tries Sig sometimes. It could be Sig Mizuki, as that's like the default meta currently.
okay, okay. So there's options in the air for donuts here and Chinese Dinos on the tank pick, but I mean, do you think that Winston isn't viable anymore? Is that what you said?
Winston's not been very good for a while. Yeah,
Oh, that's a shame. I really like Winston. I've been out of the loop for so long now. The meta's changed so much, and I came
yeah.
on to play Shion for like a singular game. I won it and then hopped off, and I was like sick. So I'm not kept up in the meta. I don't have these little like analytical points anymore. I really gotta get back into it if I get put on the the color roll. But we are just getting into Runasapi in just a moment as we come to see what picks actually come to fruition from both teams here. Just a couple more seconds before these
It could be
rosters
no though. Yeah,
get locked in. And there, you just called it before it came out. Chinese Dino on that Mauga. Kyu on that Vendetta. You did mention that, I think, but on the side of Lancaster Bombers.
yeah. I mean, Choro was like a Reaper Vendetta guy as well. I think Insano off a hit scan is like a bit weird. But
Mm.
the plan is just like go in, like it's gonna be like
Yeah,
one turn, we shift and we use everything.
yeah. The Donuts do seem to have a very, very aggro comp here. Mauga picked up by that cat, charging in already, creating a lot of early space there. But the Mauga mirror from the side of Lancaster Bombers is there too. A lot of early picks, or a lot of early engagement on this left side here. Chinese Dino already pushing up a lot of space. Lancaster Bombers just backing away a little bit, trying to find a new angle. Mansi's on this back line. Suzu is now out. A lot of damage going out. E-Cash falls so weak, and Insane is there to pick up the last pick. Chinese Dino finds Chodoro, and Q. Bussy Hunter gets absolutely shut down in a very dominant first fight. Can Q find that last shot? The Suzu is there from Zan just to negate that shot from the Vendetta there. And Donuts very, very quickly in the lead of that push ball.
Yeah, they kind of just went first, which is what they have to do. I like the Mizuki swap, but like it's gonna be really hard to live still. You just have to get off hit scan.
Yeah, Chodoro very weak
Okay.
already off the back of that dive from Q and Dracula. A lot of pressure now on this back line. Lancaster Bombers have a lot of space to pick up on. Mizuki's there trying to help out on the side of Ekash, but he does fall. Chinese Dino is out. Asian Red was able to find a pick on Insane, and that creates a little bit of leeway for Lancaster Bombers, but there's no stopping the Doughnotts as they come on to pick up this first checkpoint. 55.5 meters already. Doughnotts are looking so strong on this first map.
Yeah, it was a really good first pick. I don't really know how Reaper's dying first. It's going.
It just happens sometimes, you know, and Kiyu
chain
falling
was
very
good.
weak. Falls out. That was a good pick, but Ekash very early on finds Kiyu, and Chinese Dino goes down now. That's very good from the side of Lancaster. Madzis is able to find a pick of their own, but is eventually taken down by Chodoro as he finds two. And now Lancaster Bombers back in possession of the robot, coming up back towards that middle point.
Yeah, I mean, Lancaster realized that they go first. They won a fight. They also had a really good chain onto Quiet.
Yeah, it was a very, very early point, but Catnap is there, is able to find that Mizuki, pulls him right into the back lines of Doughnotts, and Pussy Hunter cannot escape that. Insane is able to shut down Ekash, and now the Doughnotts fight back. Didn't even get to capture much, not even a meter, 0.35 meters from Lancaster Bombers before Doughnotts came back in and shut them out. Back up to the middle checkpoint and back pushing that point.
I mean, it was a pretty expensive fight win. They had to put both support ults in. I don't really know why they kicked it. They did. I'd expect like the cage around point.
Well, both cages, as you said, are now active, but the overclock from Asian Red is here. It's looking to find some space, but it's kited well from Doughnotts. They've backed away. They've given up that space. They've given respect to it. Ekash shuts down that Sundered Blade as Kiyu goes out, and Dracula and Chinese Dino find two in this cage. The Reaper all goes out, is only able to find one, and trade's going back and forth. Doughnotts now with two players up. Lancaster Bombers only have Asian Red here, as there's not much in it, and Lancaster Bombers just have to back away. Asian Red has to back up onto this health pack, back away into his team, and give up the point, give up some more of those valuable meters as Doughnotts come up on 100 meters, but just can't quite get there.
A really scrappy fight, but like Ekash dies with cage, he died with Mizuki, so give your best ults you can't really use.
Yeah, it got very rough. Kekai is out. It's another cage fight. Asian Red is able to get Dracula. In the meantime, Ekash falls very low, but is able to stay alive just for a little bit longer. Lancaster Bombers is able to get a team kill, a very dominant team kill. Insane was able to shut down Ekash, but that is the only casualty from Lancaster Bombers. And again, a very clean fight, but it was decently expensive. They used that music heal and that cage too.
Yeah, he probably didn't need to put in the mizzle. He kind of like just insta-placed it without intention. It got you the win, but you don't get meters now. You have to fight on your corner. You have Kitsu, Cat. It's gonna be really hard. You just have to like go for something.
Yeah, a deep TP there, falls very weak from Insane, but Kit Rush now out. Matthew's options to use that. Chodo falls very weak, but the recall is out. Chinese Dino gets that pick onto the opposing Mauga there. Asian Red is able to find a trade back. Kiyu is gone. Doughnotts and Lancaster Bombers even up, but Dracula is able to find a pick onto an opposing support. Zan is out for Lancaster Bombers. They're back into this rough spot now. Doughnotts are looking at man up as Chodoro falls very weak, but is able to live, is able to get out. And again, I take it back. Dracula is able to find that low HP target. And again, Doughnotts, although they've lost a couple fights, still absolutely zero pressure onto them, it feels.
Yeah, they have like better ult cycles. They're taking out a one-ult fight against the team in the world, which is really like disciplined. Right before obviously they put Cage and Sanctuary in. Quite well though.
Yeah, they're looking for another catnap here, and it goes out. The So just picked up. Asian Red is able to, nope, not able to live. Q gets that pick. Asian Red trades back though. Chinese Dinos is gone, and Lancaster Bombers looking way more better into this fight. Chodoro is able to get Madsies there as Bussy Hunter and Zan are able to find two picks of their own onto both of Doughnotts' DPS. And again, Lancaster Bombers back in possession of that robot, but it does not seem like they're gonna be able to get too many meters, if any.
I mean, they have Kitsu Cage upcoming versus the Reaper. They probably will get Vendetta too.
They have options. They do have options. It could be looking better for Lancaster in this fight as Ekash does find that opening pick onto Chinese Dinos. That is a big pick to have. This Kit Rush is also there, but Ekash, two more. Insane and charges really deep in this backline. Kiyu is so weak, is burning. Can they get out? They are able to get out indeed. Busianer is able to get Matthews though. That's big picks as Lancaster Bombers now finally get some meterage on that board, coming up 20 meters.
It's like, what I'm trying to say. We have Cage, Mizu again. It's not very good. I want to see like an early Vendetta maybe.
Yeah, we do have that option as Kiyu goes onto that backline looking for the Sundered Blade, but Ekash pops that Cage now as Asian Red finds 2 picks. Dracula and Insane as Kiyu finds 1 with that Sundered Blade, but Shotaro trading back. Magis and China Dinos are out. Asian Red again for another pick, and Kiyu is gone. A team kill for the side of Lancaster Bombers. They're looking to find a footing into this game. They're back into this. They're back into it. 55 meters on the board now. They've got that forward spawn, and they seem to be, finding their groove.
Yeah, I mean, the Reaper ult was really bad, and they used it at the same time as Thunder and Blade. So they kind of just filled their ult economy. Like, really badly there.
So it's looking a bit rough on the side of that ult econ, but we're going to see what they can do in this next fight. Doughnotts as that kit rush goes out, and Chinese Dino tries to find something on that back line, but not too much. Kekai is out for the side of Lancaster Bombers. Chinese Dino just has to peel away, back away there. Lancaster Bombers back in position on that robot just for a little bit. The team fight isn't over just yet. We're about to have another Wii engagement here in just a second as the overclock comes out. Asian Red finds a little bit of damage onto Chinese Dino. Matsy's caught out in this room. Is not able to get out as she falls, and Ekash is able to get a pick onto Kiyu, and Ekash again. Chinese Dino is gone, and Lancaster Bombers, they're looking really primed now.
I mean, it was a really easily KA'd Kitsu. I don't really know if the OC was needed, but Cage or Sanctuary even. Sanctuary OC is fine for Kitsu.
Yeah, Dracula is looking for something here.
Look for a catnap.
Yeah, looking for that catnap, is weighing up the options, waiting for the time to count, and misses it. The Mizuki is able to get out, and Dracula falls so weak on this point, but the Suzu is there, it's going to back off, and Chodoro is actually shut out by that cat. And now player up for Doughnotts. Chinese Dino dives in, a cage fight now on both sides. Chinese Dino isn't there to get much out of it as Asian Red finds 2 picks. Matsy's trade back. Busianer is now gone, but it's still looking a really rough time here. Insane, nope. Insane and Matsy's have something to say about it. Asian Red falls, and so does Zan. And now Doughnotts back into it. Even though Chinese Dino fell so early in that fight, they looked great.
Like, when it gets really scrappy, Lancaster just forget how to play the game. It's probably just mid-fight comms they don't know how to do.
That's
so really
that. I think
for Doughnotts.
Yeah, it's a bit of a testament to the experience of Doughnotts as a team then,
Yeah.
clearly. He, though, looking for potentially a Sundered Blade here, I imagine. Can't find too much out of it, has to back away, but Matsy's with Kit Rush, and same with the side of Zan, is both Kit Rushes go out here. It's looking to be a bit of another scrappy fight. Both Maugas just trading shots back and forth at each other, just trying to find a low HP target, but Matsy's in the side rooms, keeping everybody up. The Sundered Blade is there now, does find a pick onto Zan, as Chinese Dinos gets that opposing Mauga out of the game. Busianer is gone. Chodoro does trade back. Matsy's is out of the game, but there's not much now you can do from the side of Lancaster Bombers. Chodoro just has to try and back out, live, find an escape route, as Doughnotts are just pushing so much further.
It's a really nice trade. 'Cause they're gonna have to, like, they're gonna back a lot here.
Yeah.
They need to go early. They're down Cat Curie.
Lancaster Bombers back in possession of this robot as it gets pushed into overtime. Chinese Dinos going in for it as the Kekai goes out from the side of Lancaster. Does find that pick onto Asian Red. That is a very lovely pick to open up this overtime fight, but Chodoro trades back. Matsy's is gone. Chinese Dino is good for a second. Chodoro is now out of the picture. Ekash again trading back. The trades are here, and it's looking really rough as Chinese Dinos now goes out. It's just up to the per cat. Can it get out? It can indeed. Overtime still going strong.
I mean, that really should have been one fight for Doughnotts. Insta-killing the OC was really good. But, like, I think missing the cat ult was probably the biggest issue. The cat ult, the Suzu.
It does happen. Chodoro is caught out on the sideline. Dracula just popping a couple of shots. Isn't able to find a kill, though, as the position of that Tracer is now given away. Chinese Dino on the high ground, just trying to pressure so much. Asian Red is able to find a pick onto Insane as that cage goes out. We're just pushing so much further now. The game's getting a lot tighter. Asian Red with that overclock is able to find Kyo. Chinese Dino does shut it down though. Asian Red is now out of the picture. As Chodoro is trying to find so much damage. Dracula is now out. Ekash does find 2 picks there. Magis and Dracula, and it's so tight, only about a meter in it, as Lancaster Bombers is able to basically reverse sweep that in the end. I mean, Doughnotts, a really rough time there in the end. It's able to get up to 100 meters or so as Lancaster Bombers do fight back into it and eventually take it in overtime.
I don't know if you saw, but in the last fight, Chinese, they just one person and they just spends like 20 seconds trying to kill a Kiriko in a cage instead of just taking 1 point.
I honestly didn't
They
notice that.
lost the fight because of that. Like he cages a body and then gets, you got the Curie as well, but then the Curie just lives for too long, so he's just not in the fight.
Yeah.
That was a POV of all time.
It was a bit of rough ult there from Chinese Dinos then, huh?
Yeah, they just started having really bad ult cycles. I think killing the Soj in the fight before and then losing that fight was really bad because I mean Lancaster were going into the next fight with Cage and OC. Whereas if they didn't kill the Soj like sure as hell would have OC'd, which would have meant they would have like only had to deal with a Cage, and it was like Cage for Cage.
Yeah. So it's just some things that didn't end up going the way of Doughnotts, in Lancaster Bombers just ended up getting into that groove, getting into that alt cycle that ended up carrying them forward as well. But I do want to give a nice little shout out to Moose Pickle for the 5 gifted to the channel as well. That was very supportive of you. Thank you so much for doing that. The support does go a long way, and it means a lot to everybody here on the USS team.
Shout out Moose Pickle.
Big shout out to Moose Pickle for that. Thank you very, very much. But second map now, it's actually Doughnotts' pick. It is Doughnotts' pick. I don't think you were entirely expecting that, were you?
I
You
did
thought it
not
was gonna
expect this. No.
Yeah, we did.
I guess it's Mega Mirrors, so like anything can happen.
Anything can happen on the Amalgam Mirrors, but do you think the Doughnotts are going to go for this hybrid pick, or they're going to go towards that?
I think they'll go to Shura.
Do you think they're going to go for that Sura? Well,
Probably, yeah.
we will see in obviously just a moment once the map picks do come through. But do you think now it's going to be Lancaster 2-0, or we're going to go to that 3 map?
It will probably go to the 3 maps, if I had to guess.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll
start
get
talking to in the
yeah.
Doughnotts comms.
I don't think they'll get swept. There's surely not, you know?
Anything can happen. You know, you really
Yeah.
never know
It is
with
a
some of these
first to
games.
2. It is a first to 2.
It is a first to 2, so we will obviously see exactly what happens. But obviously the bans now as well. Zarya is now an open pick for Chinese Dinos. That's now a comfort pick back into the inventory of Doughnotts. Cheyenne is now obviously open as well for Lancaster Bombers if they do have a player that can utilize her well enough. What do you think the bans? Do you think there's going to be a Malga ban coming out from either side, or?
I doubt it, to be honest. I feel like both teams are probably fine with like marrying it again. I don't think Doughnotts will really think that them losing the Mugamura will be something that will happen again. But maybe it is, you know. Maybe they ban it. But they might save it for like a better Melga map. I don't think Melga's too crazy on Sura. Unless they go like Atlas.
Of course, it does matter when the what map it is. I kind of forget that there's now like specific maps that like heroes are good on. When I played the game, it was just play whoever you want, to be honest. But maybe that's just my low elo talking.
Yeah, I think you're platinum, so it kind of adds up.
No need for the flame. No need for the flame. I was diamond once, okay. But
Weren't we all?
we were, yeah. I'm sure we all were at some point, right, guys? Please back me up on that.
I
But
was.
yeah, exactly. But yeah. So you think it's gonna be a Suravasa pick coming up? Do you
Yeah, I
think
feel like they'll go Flashpoint first,
Flashpoint? Yeah,
at least.
and then the bans on Suravasa, or the picks on Suravasa. Do you expect anything, or?
I mean, I don't really know. Maybe they do ban like the Moga and then just play like Zarya stuff. But I'm trying to think what they could even like ban. So you could probably just murder the Soj. But when you ban the
Mirror the
Soj,
Oh, ban the Soj.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they'd probably be fine with mirroring it.
Yeah, well, we will see once the bans do come through, but on to the map pick. Lancaster Bombers, of course, won out on that Runa Sapi, and We go to
Yeah,
Cerveza.
by the looks of it,
There
yeah.
we go. The new system's catching our producer a little bit off guard, but it happens. Donuts have picked Cerveza as we did, or as Frankie also did suggest there. So, as you said, do you think the Switch ban will come through? Or?
Maybe it might be on like a sub out insane, and then bring in nothing on main support and play Dracula on hit scan. Maybe that's something they can always do. Like that's always in the back pocket of this team is like putting their hit scan on hit scan. Yeah, it's a crazy idea, but
It's a crazy idea. Put your players in their main roles, and you might
yeah.
end up feeling a bit more
I mean,
comfortable
they'd
with
have
it.
someone off rolling, but like I think nothing on main support is better than Drac on main support, and then Insane's quite a bit worse than Drac at hit scan,
Hmm.
which is like which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Donuts do have
what it is.
options of subs, of course, and
Yeah,
there
the
is
Moga
that
ban.
Malga ban.
Yeah, they'll
Donuts
probably play like Zarven, I guess.
could potentially be Tracer banned out from the side of Lancaster. Is that
I
expected?
don't. I mean, Kwai is like one of the few good tracer players in like UK uni stuff, so I guess it's fair. But I feel like they're clearly going to play like Zarvend Eta because that's what they played. Maybe Big Gamer 621 is coming in. Is he on the game? I don't think he is.
Actively checking the friends list to see if potential substitutes are coming in. I
Yeah,
do
I just
have to
swap
respect
account
that.
real quick.
Swap account. That's
I think
I gotta respect it.
maybe
I
they
do. I
mirror.
have to
I
respect
don't
it.
know. I feel like the tracer band just like makes the Zarya Vendetta stuff better. All right, yeah.
It
I
is
don't know.
it's puzzling. These bands are puzzling our analyst here. But well,
Yeah, just
once
a
once
little
the
bit.
game is underway, we can see exactly who is ended up in the roster, if there has been any changes, and if the changes have
Yeah,
come through, then what exactly that entails for the picks coming out. But I think yeah, Amalga ban is fair. I would never want to play into Amalga.
yeah,
I get it's totally up to the teams and how they want to play their game, but if I'm in the team, I'm saying please ban Mag. I don't want to play that. Dracula, though, we are getting confirmation that Dracula is now on the DPS and Insane has been moved to that support. So,
what? Yeah, that makes sense. I do get nothing. He doesn't like playing support, so he probably just like doesn't want to. So putting Insane on it is probably fine. I think Drac is the best player in this lobby when he's on his main role. I think so. It's really fair doing that.
so we do expect that Donuts are looking a bit more favorable into this map now that
Yeah.
these roster changes, these role swaps have been put in. Hello, Mr. Alligator or Crocodile. I'm no animal biologist. I could be totally wrong on that. Please no flame in chat if I have just
They're on a Ram comp.
mistaken a species.
Yeah, Kaj is still in too. I don't get a tracer ban. They're gonna play like they play like Ram Vendetta and just play with like slow hits. Is Ekaj really playing Doomfist?
It would
Are we
appear to be.
really
We've
we're
only got a
really
couple
playing
seconds
Doomfist?
left on the
Oh,
clock
Orisa,
before. Oh
okay.
no, there we go. Last second. They always do this. They always do this. You keep thinking that somebody's gonna play something, and the last minute it switches up, and there goes Chodoro switch up as well onto that Shion. So we've got that mirror coming out,
Reaper.
Dracula and Chodoro. No Reaper. Oh, Reaper on Kyo though on the side of Donuts. But Chinese Dinos taking a little bit of damage there as the Javelin comes through from Ekaz. Just has to back away, get a little bit of care there. As Lancaster Bombers creating a little bit of pressure. Back away now. Chinese Dinos looking to get on that aggression. Sideline aggression here from the side of Lancaster Bombers, but more pressure on Chodoro. Does find that opening pick. Yeah, Kyo is now out of the picture. Dracula falling very, very weak there, but is able to get back up. Point now in the favor of Lancaster Bombers. Yeah, Chodoro now.
I don't really like their comp. I don't really like Reaper Ramatra Mizuki. I feel like you just play like sick. Play like a human tank maybe. And Kwai's on hit scan. We have our hit scan on Shion and our collective on hit scan.
So there's still a bit of the role confusion going on from you here. Still a bit confused what Donuts are looking to run here, but Lancaster Bombers up to 50% on this first point. Dracula, though, does find that opening pick onto the opposing Xion now. Looking to be a bit more in favor of this fight. Ekash falling so weak in a good chain there. Kyo is able to find that last bit of health as Ekash now falls. Second pick now on the side of Doughnotts. It's looking a lot better. Point control goes the other way. Doughnotts now back in the game.
Yeah, Chodo's just like caught on the side fight alone. I assume it's just like a lack of communication between him and his Mizuki. Happens. It's like a difference in how much they play together compared to Doughnotts.
Yeah, exactly. It's a testament to that experience as a team. A team in Doughnotts' favor. But Lancaster Bomber still doing a lot. Still doing a lot of good showing here as both gear rushes come out. Suzu now as well. A lot of ults coming through as that overclock comes out from Asian Red. A lot of damage onto Chinese Dino. Falls so weak as stun comes through. And now two picks looking away. As this China comes out, finds two. Insane is able to get a trade onto the Bussy Hunter as well. And now Lancaster Bombers are looking a bit more on the back foot. Mazzy's still here on this point. Ekash falling so weak. Javelin spin blocking a lot of the shots, but Dracula is there to clean up. Ekash falls out and the chase down is good. Asian Red falls so weak. Can the Xion find the last pick? And he cannot. Dracula has to just back away now, go back to the team as the point now is fully capped out by Doughnotts.
And the OC was really good. I don't really know what happened for half the team to just fall over and die, to be honest. They had like Sanctuary, they could have used it.
Yeah, it started off very strong for Lancaster Bombers, but unfortunately just seems to crumble towards that end as Doughnotts fall back in. And I mean, testament to Dracula's ult as well. I mean, that got a lot of value as well. And then, of course, Insane finding a pick onto the opposing Mizu. And oh, Asian Red with a beautiful shot. The cast is now out of the game for Doughnotts. Early point control is looking a bit on Doughnotts' favor here as the point just is about to unlock. The Ramble is available if Chinese Dinos wants to use this, as Dracula does find a pick on the Pussy Hunter. It does not appear to be in the favor to use it, as Chodoro now uses that Xion ult and doesn't find too much as Mazzies is able to find that headshot. And Doughnotts looking so strong there. Didn't even need to use any of the ults other than that Kekai Sanctuary. So a very, very expensive fight from Lancaster Bombers in the face of Doughnotts.
I mean, it was 1-for-1. I don't know why they chose to use Xion instead of just marrying the Kekai. I think having a late Sanctuary is just a free fight win. It's like layer Kitsu is a free fight win, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's just like the first pick. Mizuki.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. Doughnotts though had that obviously early space control onto point. They had that Ramble as an option, but of course it wasn't exactly needed as both two support ults now on both teams go out. Ramble finally is put into use as Asian Red is able to find a headshot onto Kyo. And it's looking a bit rough now. Chinese Dino is able to find Asian Red before he goes out and trades back and forth as Dracula pops another Xion ult. Is able to find two now. One with the bike, one with the ult. Ekash is able to find the Insane, and now Ekash so weak, can't do anything against Dracula as a lone Xion on point is able to control it, and now there's no touching in it for Lancaster Bombers as the second point is going the favor of Doughnotts.
You get a touch.
Oh, the touch is there. He
does
really
push
the OT.
Rough fight. He's gonna die for another touch. He goes for it, which he does.
Which he does. It's very unfortunate. The flashbang there, so obviously
So
weak.
It's going again? Let's put an ult into this?
I mean, it's favorable. It seems quite favorable. The ult is there. The touch is about to come in. A lot of picks now. I mean, a lot of damage coming through. Ekash is able to find 1-4-1 so far. Overtime still going strong. Ekash is so weak. Is unfortunately not able to stay alive for too long as Kyo finds two. Bussy Hunter and Ekash go down. And again, finally now, the point is the way of Doughnotts. Chodoro is able to push it to OT, but unfortunately, it's not in the favor of Lancaster Bombers. And eventually,
I really don't like that they fought that so hard. Why did... Like, down a player, I don't know. Happens.
It happens. It happens. They might have favored it in. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way. It was a decent fight, I felt. But of course, you're my analyst. You might have a different take on it. I thought it was
a really bad Kitsu into a bad moon. Like in a bad OC even or flux. Right? Yeah, this wasn't that good.
Trades go the way so far. Chodoro.
Oh, the chain is really good.
Goes one.
They can ult it. They can fight this without.
Yeah, Chinese Dinos there is
now
now out. Both Kekai's out now, as you said. They've been stacked. Doughnotts have that late Kekai, though. They've got the advantage on it. Chinese Dinos are just dominating this space. Asian Red does fall to that pummel. A lot of damage coming onto Chodoro now. Falls to 80 HP. Is on the sideline, though. Is able to get a little bit of care from that Mizuki as the Kit Rush comes out from Madzi's here. So much going the way of Doughnotts' favor. Dracula is able to find the pick onto Lancaster Bomber's tank, and it's absolutely stunning work from Doughnotts. An absolute decimation, it feels.
Like,
It was expensive, yeah.
but like they're still up in ults because Lancaster trolled like insanely hard the fight before. It's like it doesn't even matter that much. But like they're even in ults, but they have really early main hero that you could probably fight for.
Yeah, the ult percentage is decent for Lancaster Bombers. It's just the Kekai Sanctuary that is unfortunately not close to being in the inventory. Dracula, though, looking to come back into the fight with that bike. Sideline fight now coming in as that Noon comes through. The stun is good, though. Noon has been taken out of the fight. Insane is able to find a pick onto that carry of Lancaster Bombers. Zcash trades back. Kiao is gone. Dracula is able to find another pick. Trades going back and forth. Even Stevens on the fight now so far. Asian Red falls really weak. Has to go into that ice block as the Shadow comes through. It's a beautiful response from Lancaster Bombers. Chinese Dinos shut down Asian Red, though, and Ecash into the Nemesis form. The OC is out.
You have to do something. It's last fight.
Oh yeah, true. You're right. Completely. That is honestly my bad. The all is there, and it's.
I feel like try slide out, get his back then. Yeah. I mean that's expected. You have Dracula on DPS, you win the map. You know. But
a lot more dominant this time from Doughnotts. Didn't even let Lancaster Bombers have any sort of semblance of a comeback in this map at least. So play the game there for Chinese Dinos on that. Ramatra. Was this towards the last point?
Yeah, it'll be this bit. They trolled. Lancaster hard trolled their ults. Second point, they lose game because of it.
See, that's where I'd completely lose out on my analysis. Is the all usage there?
Like it was a really bad Kitsu, and then they invested Flux as well, and it's just like the freest Noon ever, and they get a free kill with the Noon, and they're already up a player, so they're up 2 now, and like you're not gonna hit many with the Flux that will like actually die to it.
Yeah, it did seem like a bit. It was able to find a little bit of value, but clearly not enough to try and flip that point, try to flip the momentum of the game there. But I think once Doughnotts was just 2-0 up there at that point, it was definitely just the nail in the coffin, and Lancaster Bombers just couldn't find a way back into the game. And now we go to that third map, we go to that hybrids.
It's gotta be King's Row.
It's got to be Kings Row. It seems
no
to be
one
always
likes
Kings
Neon
Row.
Junction. No one likes Neon Junction, and Eichenwald has the worst third point I've ever played.
I played Neon Junction for the first time a couple days ago, and I was lost. I didn't like it.
It's just a straight line. It's so boring. It's just the worst. It's the worst Kings Row, and Kings Row's already bad.
Do you like any hybrid map in the game?
No.
Okay.
Actually, Paraiso is kind of fun. Second point, Paraiso is so good.
Okay, I will admit I do like Paraiso. That is a good map.
You might be a freak for liking that. Not many people do. I only like second.
I kind of like it. I mean, maybe I'm just low elo and I just like maps.
Most people hate that map, and I hate the map for the most part. But second point is so fun. It's like on Hazard, you can climb on so many walls and just stall your slash, and like it's like I just like jump scare people.
I don't know that tech actually. I don't know the stall the slash, but I think I've maybe got like 30 minutes on Hazard, so.
You just slide on a roof. I know that. Because your slash cooldown starts when you press shift and not after you like slash. So you can stall on a roof and then have like a second slash after you slash. It's fun.
You can have 2 slashes?
If you time it like right, yeah. You can like double slash.
That's kind of gross.
That
is kind of gross. Is it useless?
It's bare value to just like shoot slash, but it's really fun to do the other way because you come out of nowhere and like one shot someone.
I mean, if it's fun, it's fun, you know. You might as well.
Yeah. Wait, it's control, not hybrids. I thought.
Oh,
control like.
Had a bit of a blunder. Had a bit of a blunder here, but.
I mean, it's still hybrids, so.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Don't worry. I wasn't saying that's not on us. It's never our fault. It's never the caster's fault. But Li Jiang, okay, that's typical.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring up when you said it's always Kings Row. I was gonna say if we ever have Li Jiang in the map pool, it's always Li Jiang.
Elios is better. Elios is a better.
Yeah, I had a tournament night for this American org, and I casted 6 best of threes, and
And they all went
they
to
all
thingy?
started Lijiang. They all started Lijiang.
Yeah.
It was
Everyone did
just
the
6
Lijiang.
Lijiangs back to
But I
back to
like
back. I was
I think Ilios is a better map. I think it's funner.
yeah, Elios is it's fun until you just get hooked all the time into the well. But you know,
I mean, I'm the
maybe
person
I'm
that
just
be playing Roadhog, so
okay. Yeah, that's a fair point. But
I think Roadhog's really like good this meta, but like the people don't know.
yeah, I feel like he was good. He was really good for a while as before as well. No, like
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
like
good for a
really
while.
playable. He's really playable, and he should never be playable because it's Roadhog. But I mean, I'm not complaining. It's like someone who plays him.
Yeah, it's always bad until it favors you. You know,
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
favors
yeah,
you, it's
yeah.
totally
Exactly,
fine. But like
exactly.
if you're going into it, it's terrible. Get it out of the game. But the second it
Yeah,
favors you, it's great. Please never nerf my characters ever.
exactly. And then they nerf Hazard. It's so not fair.
It's so not fair. It really is. But this obviously changes any of the thoughts of analysis we had before on what could be played, what could be banned in King's Row. So, what do you expect to be picked up or banned out here?
I feel like Lancaster will ban the Xion or Ram. I feel like they're gonna ban like one of those two, or maybe the Miz. I don't know how comfortable. Yeah, the Xion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Lancaster Bombers is
I don't have to say his username. I don't have to say Busy Hunter. I think it's Guts. I think it's Guts. I think Ash said in the chat.
hopefully.
Lucio. Yeah, that's fine.
Is Matty's not a Lucio player? Am I
No,
mistaken?
she plays like Kyria Lari. I know.
Wow, I'm a fake friend. I'm a real
She
fake
plays
friend.
flag support.
Yeah, I'm a real fake friend. Goodness me.
Yeah, because they had
I
nothing the ball player on main support last split.
right, right. See, yeah, that's where that is where my see. I told you my knowledge of the scene is terrible. I don't know anybody. I don't know any. I think there's
I
like a
know
very
everyone in
few.
tier 700 TQ Overwatch. Don't worry.
See, it's like I know like a couple here and there. I know the likes of Power plays Hazard. That's about it. That's all I know. That's the only one I know for certain of their favorite pick. I think a couple of the
He likes
Oxford players
Megamore.
actually do. Hmm?
He likes Megamore. Rennie plays Orisa. Shrek likes anything. Big Bog likes anything. Finfunch likes anything.
Yeah, I think
There's like,
the only reason I really knew the Oxford players was because I did the desk segment for for
yeah,
finals last winter. So
yeah.
that's all I knew. I had all my notes written up on
Strathclyde Oxford.
yeah, Strathclyde Oxford.
I'll be in one of those eventually, you know?
Oh yeah, because you unfortunately left us and joined
Yeah.
Strathclyde. The rich get richer.
Yup.
That's a bitch. We're seeing that hover from Ekash again on Doomfist. Nope,
It was
goes straight back to Malgo.
Constant
Okay.
Megamore. But
It's back
Strike is
to
on
Malgo.
Sojourn.
Yeah,
I
go see
like the
how
Juno. At least
yeah,
the
go see the Juno.
I I think it's worse, but like it's really playable if you can ready ride. Yeah, they're sticky.
They're sticking it. They are going for it, but Lancaster Bombers opting to go for the sideline instead of fighting that main side. I take it back.
They just
No
gave up so
longer.
much space. And
Just
now they're
gave up
playing-
so much space.
Okay.
Chinese Dino's deep, so weak, and unfortunately cannot be carried up in front of Ekaj's Gatling guns. Insane was able to find a pick there onto Chodoro, but not too sure how much that's going to matter here, as Insane does actually find a second pick, and Doughnotts are getting that early point control. Not capped just yet as it gets so close by. Ekash creating so much pressure onto this point. Insane goes down as Zan is able to find a kunai onto Kyo's head. Ekash finds a second pick onto the side of Mazzi's, and now that early point control is actually flipped. Ekash finds that burn damage onto Dracula, and
just
Chinese
kills forward.
Dinos is
Guys
gone.
just kills 5.
Ekash just kills everybody. Fighting with
it was
tooth
like-
and nail.
Actually, a really good bait from Lancaster. They give up so much space, and then Chinese got really overzealous and then slammed into the backline for Ekaj to turn and then like for it stumped him and then he dies for it. Really good about Chinese. But I
So it
do
was a
think it's
nice-
better than Chinese.
Nice,
But-
yeah, a nice little bait and switch from the side of Lancaster, but potentially that overextension from Chinese Dino as well. But just taking the little pop shots here onto the sideline. Reaper just trying to find a little bit of damage on to Lancaster. Ekaj falls very weak and out he goes. Dracula finds that disruptor shot onto Ekaj as the kit rush now from Lancaster trying to fight back into this. Trying to fight back into this point as Insane finds the second pick onto Bussy Hunter. And Dracula getting Chodoro so weak, and Insane is there to find that last little shot. Madzi's finding that opposing carry, and then Insane gets his third of the fight, and Asian Red goes down, and the point flips back into Doughnotts' favor.
I mean, it was a really overzealous thing to do it like, right after your Mega dies. You need to do it earlier.
Yeah.
You want to start a fight with Kitsu, not usually on your dead Moga's body. It's not quick to play.
Potential mistake, but maybe they really favored it. But we never know what these teams are thinking when they make some of these plays. As a lot of these, all 5 Lancaster Bombers players go onto the backside of site, and a refight into the site now. Doughnotts use that kit rush and that OC, trying to find anything onto the sideline. As Zan is found so weak, and a nice shot from Dracula as Busianer goes down now. Chodoro gets found out by Chinese Dino. Ekash alone on point here. It's only him and Asian Red as both players go down now from the side of Lancaster, and a team kill now to solidify Doughnotts' control of this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Dracula being the best player in the lobby. It's a really good OC. Beautiful shots. You know?
Yeah.
Get right on this guy. He's the best player in the world.
Lancaster just trying to figure out right now what they can do here as Asian Red finds this angle of the OC. A second all now. No second all. I'm taking it back. Chinese Dino now finds Chodoro though. And there comes all the ults. Ekash now and Busianer both using ult. Orbital Ray, both cages now out as well. Kekai Sanctuary is out. It's a big scrappy fight as Chinese Dino finds that opposing Malga, finds that Juno too. Asian Red caught out of position now as Chinese Dino solidifies that fight into Doughnotts' favor. 80% now. I'm not sure how well this is looking for Lancaster, but what do you have to say about that, Frankie?
You're laughing to the bank if you're in Doughnotts. That's like really good. You use Kekai cage for cage, right OC.
Yeah, and the Death Blossom now is so perfect. Ekash goes down early, and now it's looking really rough. I don't know if there's even a touch there. No touch. The Juno's on point, but it does not count as a touch as Dracula is able to get both those 2 closing picks. And the first point on Lijiang Tower is in the favor of Doughnotts.
I mean, it's just that Kitsu was really troll. It's like the only kids they use that point as well. It's like really rough. I swear, like every Curio I see just has a like Kitsus that do nothing. It's like really upsetting. It's pretty like,
it's really upsetting.
It is. I don't like watching people like play badly. Like you said to press Q, and it's fine. Like, just holds it too long, doesn't suit his tank.
It happens. There's that hesitation, and then you know,
then
it goes wrong. But both TPs come out early, obviously. Early TPs, typical. We see Chodoro and Kyo both switch back on to those with the Reaper picks. Again, typical Malga gameplay as we see. Just sit back for a little minute, pop the shots, get a bit of burn damage off, build up that ult charge. Chinese Dino though does take a little bit more of an aggro angle here. Ekash does fall really weak, has to back away, and Chodoro has to be carried by that Suzu as they fall to 20 HP. And early point control goes the way of Doughnotts. They're able to get that pick, or that cap off. Dracula falls so weak, but it's back up. Chinese Dino a little bit out of position here. The stun goes out. Suzu has to be used there, has to be expended. That's a good, very good from the side of Lancaster's. 3 picks now. Dracula, Chinese Dino, and Insane. And oh god, it's all everyone's gone. Doughnotts did get that early cap up to 17%, but Lancaster absolutely beautiful. Fight back into that. Point goes back or flips back into Lancaster.
Yeah. Doughnotts get first flip because they play really aggro and get all this space, but they get all this space, use all their cooldowns, they don't kill anything for it. So they trade a fight loss for 17%. And that's a really bad bet. That's gonna be like another 20.
Yeah, that is very rough. Mazzy's on that, carries out
so
early. All the damage onto Dracula on the sideline just has to, back away. They have to just carry this time. They have to give up the space, have to play a bit passively now that Mazzy's out of the favor. But back in now, the re-aggression can be seen already. A big chunk of damage out of the way. OC both sides now. Very aggro from Dracula, but the Suzu is there to keep everybody up. And a beautiful slide and shot onto Zan. And again, oh my goodness, Dracula is disgusting. These shots are sublime as Chinese Dino is able to find that last pick onto Ekash. And there's that extra 30% onto the point of Lancaster after that early pick of Mazzy's. But Dracula is just the best player in the lobby with these OCs. Oh my goodness,
Very
those shots
true.
were stunning.
Just insanely good mechanically, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Oh.
Spanish first pick.
Yeah.
It wasn't like dying first to nothing.
Cage fight goes out. Both cages now expended as the orbital ray and the Kekai sanctuary out. It's another big ult fight as Chodoro was able to find the first pick in this scrappy fight. Dracula tries to slide out, but Chodoro was able to find that last shot. E-Catch and Asian Red able to find 2 more picks. It's just up to Kyo, but unfortunately, as a Soul Reaper in that fight, there's nothing you can do. And another team kill now in this map as the points are very close, 56 to 53.
I think you're pretty happy with Doughnotts even with that loss. Like, whoever gets the pick that you got way out of the stage.
Exact same thing just happened.
I mean, they had a change for it though.
Oh yeah, that is totally fair. But 3 picks now inside of Doughnotts. They've opened this fight up big time as Asian Red is caught out on that sideline. Exceptionally weak HP. It's just E-Catch left, and I mean, man, there's nothing else you can do there. Dracula with that rail shot is able to finish him off, and now it's a flip back into Doughnotts. It's a very close point, and like not unlike last time, but it's a lot closer than the first point.
Mega Mirror is like all alone. Like 0. And they're kind of even right now.
Yeah, it is looking.
I want to see this OC. Drac is slightly ahead on OC. I want to see if he uses it now. Like, he kind of has to. They have a lot of things. Yeah.
And there it is, as you said, used it early as the other overclock on the side of Lancaster comes out as well, but finds the first pick. He is able to find that shutdown on the other OC in a beautiful stun. And the chain there as well, as both kit rushes are now out, and it doesn't really seem. Oh, it's a beautiful Death Blossom from Kyo there. Finds 2 more picks, E-Catch and Zan, and there's absolutely nothing. Oh, wait, no, Chodoro's here. Chodoro's waiting to push this into OT. He has the touch there. Pushed it into OT, but Dracula finds Busianer, and I mean, you're alone, man. I don't know if there's much of Asian Red is there, and oh my goodness.
He had to do something.
He had to do something, but unfortunately it wasn't there, as Dracula is, as always, there to find the shots. Asian Red and Zan go down. Dracula. Busianer tries to find that touch, and a team kill goes out, and now Doughnotts secure that win. The reverse sweep. I feel like you can't really call it a reverse sweep in a best of 3, but
yeah, not really.
it's not really a reverse sweep.
It's a
but
gentleman's sweep, you know.
it's a gentleman's. Yeah, they unfortunately
They
lost
really
out on the
did
first map.
donate a
and
map.
Yeah. Unfortunately lost out on the first map, but come back, win the next 2, and I mean, look at these shots. That
Quite
is
dominant pass.
so gorgeous.
Get the best player in the lobby when he's on his main role. You know?
Absolutely. It's a
Get him
great.
on. Get him off the cat. Get him on Soji, and you win. It's a broken strat.
It's that easy. It's that easy. I mean, a beautiful game though. First game was a very, very awesome game to watch, you know?
Yeah.
100
Closer
meters
than I
to,
thought.
it was, what was it? It was point.
It was a 90-meter lead. It was like
was,
90
yeah.
to 0.35
Yeah, it was like a 90-meter lead.
or 0.54. or
Lancaster able to bring that back, get the foot into the door, get that first map out of the way, but unfortunately Suravasa just was not their map. Doughnotts looked so much stronger on it. They had that little bit of a hiccup on that second point as well with that unfortunate, would you call it an unfortunate all, or?
It was just a bad play. Like, it was just like, I get the idea behind it, but it was like not good timing for it. You know? I don't know how to
Yeah.
explain it other than like, you really shouldn't Kitsu down 1 when they have like so much space to give.
Yeah. It was just a bit of a misplay. It put them onto that back foot for the rest of the map, and Doughnotts were able to just, keep that momentum going, keep that ult cycle going in their favor, close it out 3-0 very confidently, and then Lijiang Tower as well. First point, pretty confidently Doughnotts. They had a little bit of that hiccup at the start with Chinese Dino getting a bit overzealous, as you said, at that start, but able to fight back into it quite calmly. And then at that second point, Dracula just shone so bright and hit some stunning shots with that OC. And Doughnotts are able to take this first point, or this first map of the night, or the first series of the night, sorry, 2-1. And I think we will cut to a break for just a little minute while we get ready for the next series. But Frankie, do you have any last things to say before we do cut to that break?
Not really, no.
Nope.
sit
Oh,
on a
really?
pad, you know?
Just some unfortunate ult usages out of the
Yeah.
side of Lancaster. A couple there in the on the first map as well from Doughnotts as well, but other than that, Doughnotts get that first series 2-0 or 2-1, sorry, and we will be back just after the short break for the second series of the night. But don't go anywhere because we have another great game just ahead of us. So we'll be back.